flexing her muscles is Jody Hogan. From Chicago, it's Happy Dynamite. There's a smile. Popping in, representing Louisiana, it's Mickey, yeah. From the South, parts unknown, enters Mad Mary in the black. Lucky somersaults into the ring. She's representing New Jersey. From Minneapolis, it's Susie. From Florida, Karen the Mauler. Hot, 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 in the red, it's Lucy. From Salt Lake City, she's fired up. Long Island's favorite, Patty Summerstein. Here's Becky in the yellow from Virginia. Mystery from Whoops. Well, we'll just keep that a mystery. Mystery is fired up. She's ready to go at it. And she's determined. The Slammer from Massachusetts flexes. Strong lines, strong woman. And last, A. Angel, the Italian silencer from Rhode Island. Here come the ladies in this pre-recorded shot of the women inspecting the shiny, sexy, black leather-lined Porsche Cabriolet. Now, each lady wrestler here today is determined to take home this leather car and put it into their garage. There's a festive atmosphere as the women wrestlers, all ranks, from all parts of the country, get ready for this stunt match. Remember, it's just for fun. Mad Mary acts as if she's already won the car. We'll see how she does in the match. Fishbine and the girls are in the ring.
I want you guys to come out and fight.
He signals the start of the match. And wow, he's sent flying out of the ring as the match begins. It's a madhouse in there. Look at Lucy and Lucky going at each other. Fishbine is fighting to get back into the ring. These girls are hustling for the guy. It's complete pandemonium. It's 2-on-1. It's 3-on-1. Oh no, we've got punching, we've got kicking, we've got smashing. It's a complete slugfest in there. These girls are fired up. You've got to be a thinker in there. Oh, I can't believe it. These girls are showing no mercy. Fishbine looks a little lost. What a battle! There goes a body slam. What a move. Oh, that was devastating. These girls are showing what they're made of. The adrenaline is flowing. These girls will do anything to win that Porsche Cabriolet. There's a body slam. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh! These girls must be possessed. This is a dangerous match. These girls are in deep trouble. The place is going bananas. The crowd's going wild. What a battle! Oh, the whirlybird. Lucky's being taken out with a slammer. The ring is starting to be cleared with some of the girls. Only the strong are surviving. There goes another one. It looks like there's only two left. Yes, it's Mad Mary and the Slammer going at it. The Slammer hits her in the stomach. Mary does a takedown. Slammer's trying to trip Mary. She goes down. Mary's back on her feet. She's kicking the slammer. Literally kicking the slammer right out of the ring. Mary can taste the wind and the gun. Well, it looks like Mad Mary's the only one left in the ring. Looks like she may have won. What's going on here? This is A. Angel, the Italian silencer. She has snuck up and she shoved Mary out of the ring. How can that happen? Surely that can't be legal. But look, he's raising her hand in victory. A. Angel, the Italian silencer, has won the Porsche. The Women's Wrestling Championship Bunkhouse Stampede Lives. The shiny, sexy, leather-lined black Porsche Cabriolet now belongs to the Italian silencer, A. Angel. What a surprising match we've had. The third elimination match of 4 stars Shalima the Barbarian versus Killer Cat. The Wheel of Contest, the event wheel, is about to spin again to choose the next wrestling challenge.
It's the steel cage.
The Wheel of Contest has just made the choice for the next event. As everyone makes ready, here's a profile on everyone's favorite barbarian, Shalima the Barbarian.
My name is Shalima the Barbarian. My measurements are perfect. 36, 26, 36. You want to know my height? 5'7", too tall for you. I tilt the scale at 125 pounds of pure, hard, lean muscle. You want to know where I was born? Simi, California. When I was born is none of your business. My ambitions are to win the Women's Wrestling Championship and to have my own island where I can rule it with an iron fist. My favorite wrestling move is the monkey flip. I love to see her fly through the air and land on her face. I had no life before wrestling. It was blank and boring. I had no money, no car, no shoes, no clothes, and most of all, no one to beat on. I've had a lot of terrible jobs, but my worst job was being a waitress at a truck stop. The hours were terrible, and I never got any sleep. And as you know, a barbarian needs a beauty sleep. My most favorite food is all food. I like Chinese food, Mexican food, French food, any kind of food. But my most favorite food is ice cream, or a lizard on a stick. My favorite movie is Conan the Barbarian, because he's got the same last name as I do. And I like big men. Big, big men. An ideal weekend for this girl is in the mountains, close to nature, by the lakes, trees, and the wild animals. After all, isn't that where a barbarian should be? I am the first barbarian from my family to graduate from UCLA with a degree in biomechanics. Now that's a great accomplishment. Sports? Well, wrestling's my favorite sport, but hey, that's my business. I like weight training, running, and softball. Most of all, softball, because I love swinging the bat. Everybody has pet peeves, but mine are simple. I hate skinny men, dirty dishes, and talking in the movies. I'm tough. You know I'm tough. But there's just a few things that turn me off. Murder, rape, and men who lie. What turns me on? You'd never guess what turns me on. Well, I'll tell you what turns me on. A field day of war games with my friends. I've been into astrology for years, and I know Sagittarians are aggressive, intelligent, and independent, just like me. I love my family very much, but it's not like families today with 2 or 3 kids. Mine had 16. Too many kids, but it made me what I am today.
Next, a profile on Killer Cat. I've known her personally for years. She really is cat-like, 24 hours a day. You'll enjoy her profile.
My name is Killer Cat.
My measurements are a sensational 34, 24, 34. My height? I'm a tall, slinky 5'8" and a mean 120 pounds. I was born in Lion Country, California, sometime in the month of November. My ambition is to be the master of mind games. My favorite wrestling hold must be the drop kick. My legs are a most powerful weapon. What turns me on? I know. Large, vicious dogs that love me. What turns me off? People that think they know what they're talking about and don't. The strangest story. I know. Happened on a beautiful summer's day in the country. And my friends dared me to climb this 50-foot tree. So I couldn't pass up the challenge, and I did. I reached the top, and much to my embarrassment, I found out I couldn't get down. So my friends had to call the fire department to get the cat out of the tree. My happiest moment? That's easy. It's when I bought these beautiful, soft leopard print boots. My favorite food is, of course, caviar, tuna fish, and the new cholesterol-free French fries at Carl's Jr. My favorite movies? There's only one. Cat People. Oh, and there's one more. The Pink Panther. I love television. Therefore, it's really difficult to pick a favorite show. But if I had to, I'd choose the Wild Animal Kingdom. My favorite sport is wrestling. Wrestling. And more wrestling. And then there's croquet and tennis. My favorite musicians are the ones I've dated. Now, I really like listening to rock and roll. My favorite bands are Poison and Warrant. Warrant's my favorite band. My favorite weekend, that would have to be a safari in Africa with somebody who can sing. My greatest accomplishment so far is graduating from Georgetown University with honors. As far as education is concerned, I have a master's in intimidation. My worst job? Oh, I never had one. I never had to work. What I like best in people is intelligence. I find it most challenging. I have two pet peeves. One is when people wear shirts so wrinkled they look like they've been slept in. And another one is dirty cars with "Wash Me" written on them. In my family, I'm the only child, and I have a lot of responsibility, not only for myself, but for my parents as well. You see, not too long ago, they were caught drag racing, and both their licenses were suspended. Therefore, I had to taxi them around for about a year. I have only one role model, and she is Catwoman. My secret fantasies? Scorpios have wild fantasies, but as you know, they never reveal their secrets. There are two things I absolutely dislike: sloppiness and lack of organization. I love the best of everything, and black leather.
Shalima the Barbarian and Killer Cat have drawn the cage as their wrestling challenge.
This wrestling contest is usually won by submission. There is a 10-minute time limit. Whoever winds up in the cage loses. If the 10-minute time limit is exceeded, both wrestlers are eliminated. This event is the steel cage. Whoever winds up inside loses. Referee Fishbein is being introduced, and we're waiting for the two contenders to enter into the ring. Here comes Killer Cat. Killer Cat is a graduate of Georgetown University, and she's looking mighty tough. She's strutting her stuff, walking around the ring, looking very poised and quite confident. As she goes over to her corner of the ring, enters Shalima, the Barbarian. Shalima is just one of 16 children, so you know she had to grow up being very, very tough. She's flexing her muscles and goes off into her corner. Referee Fishbein is asking the two contenders to come to the center of the ring, and he's checking their hands for any hidden weapons they might have. Part of the rules is there's no hair pulling. Fishbein is instructing them on the use of the cage and sends them back into their corners. That's it. The signal has been given. The match is now underway. They quickly face off, cautiously come out to the center of the stage. Shalima quickly puts Cat into a full Nelson. Cat leaps to get away out of that painful hold. Oh, Shalima drives Killer Cat into the turnbuckle and drags her eyes along the ropes. Oh, that's a dirty, rotten trick that could cost Cat the match. Cat escapes. And is she fired up? She applies a flying elbow smash. Shalima is rocking in agonizing pain. They're both in their corners again. A flying drop kick that misses. Oh, that must have hurt. Oh, Cat's down. But what's happening here? She flips Shalima, and Cat leaps to her feet. She's now jumping on Shalima's back. It looks like she might have the upper hand, but no. Shalima does. Shalima's grabbed a hold of Cat, whirling and twisting around, and slams her into the turnbuckle and drops her to the mat. Shalima spins and kicks Cat in the breadbasket. Cat has a look on her face like utter pain. You know Cat has got to be desperate now. Cat staggers to her feet. Shalima's looking confident. Cat seems like she's creeping around. She whirls Shalima around, and oh my gosh, what a painful hit. A wicked blow, obviously a payback for her eye grind earlier. The ref is moving in. He seems to think there's something wrong. There's blood. She's been mauled. And she is furious. Fishbein puts them back in their corners and seems to be a bit confused. He's leaving the ring now. He's going to check the rule book. The girls are starting to fight again behind his back. There's a vicious body slam. Cat is down. Fishbein is still checking the rules book. And he's just not even paying attention. It looks like Cat might be out now. Shalima's putting her away. He's still looking at the rule book. Now he notices something wrong. But it's too late. Shalima's putting her away. The cage is coming down. Cat appears to be waking up a little groggy. And we have a winner. Shalima has won. We're a bit confused, but Shalima has won. She's won the steel cage event. It's time for another moment of wrestling comedy. The champions. The beautiful Shalima the Barbarian visits a psychologist to fight post-match depression.
Doc, I've come to you because I loved your book. Finance is the best medicine.
Thank you. So, what's your problem?
Doc, lately I've been really depressed. I mean, really depressed. My whole life's a mess. My boyfriend left me, right? Wrestling's a little bit off, and now I'm even more depressed.
And? What have you done to relieve your depression?
Well, I thought about a name change. Maybe something more aggressive and cheerful, like the Happy Hammer. Instead of Shalima.
Shalima? Yeah, what is your real name anyway?
Well, my real name's Shelley, but I kept the S and I changed it to Shalima.
You know, Hulk Hogan's real name is Dwayne. What do you think?
It might be. Cary Grant's real name is Archibald Leach.
What would happen if you had to wrestle Hulk Hogan?
I'd never have to wrestle Hulk Hogan. His arm's bigger than my waist. He'd kill me. 60 seconds or less, or maybe even sooner.
So, I take it you wouldn't feel depressed or sad if you were defeated by a vastly superior force?
No. Wouldn't happen. And it wouldn't be my fault.
Well, life's that way, you know. Sometimes we just don't understand that what we're fighting is way too big for us. If we know what we're up against, we can suffer the pain of losing. Feel less depressed about it. Maybe you're not even depressed. Maybe you're suffering from a real problem.
Well, thanks, Doc. I'm going to get back to work now. I'll crush 2 adversaries. I'll call you in the morning.
Hey!
Killer Cat is up next in a scene from Women's Wrestling Championships comedy, The Champions. Now, as a wrestler, she not only has to wrestle, but she has to make promotional announcements.
Okay, Killer Cat. 425 more cable system promos to do. Give me that champion look. Good. Look strong. Look tough. Smile. Good. Roll camera. Okay, and action.
Hi, this is Killer Cat. We're reserving you a ringside seat. Sorry.
That's fine. Hold on, we'll pick it up right there. And roll camera. Action.
Hi, this is Killer Cat. We've reserved a seat for you, so don't miss the Women's Wrestling Championship on United Cable TV.
Cut. Great. Great. Okay. Only 424 left. Give me the champion look. All right, good. Roll camera. And action.
Hi, this is Killer Cat. We reserved a seat for you, so don't miss the Women's Wrestling Championship on...
Oh, cut. That's fine. All right, we'll pick it up right there at high. And roll camera. Action.
Hi, this is Killer Cat. We've reserved a seat for you, so don't miss the Women's Wrestling Championship on Warner's Home Theater.
Cut. That was marvelous. Now next, here we go.
Wait a minute. Don't you feel that using these fake weights is somehow unethical?
No, not at all. This is show business. Besides, you lift those weights 500 times if you had to do all these promos?
Sure I could. I could use real weights and do this over a couple of days. I feel I'm cheating my fans when I fake something.
Well, I admire your courage, but we can't afford the time, so get ready. Next promo.
The last elimination match of 4 features Mystery versus Hercules.
Next, the wheel spins to choose the upcoming Women's Wrestling Championship Challenge.
It's the Indian tie.
The profile of Mystery is coming up next. She is strong, intelligent, beautiful, and mysterious.
My name is Mystery, and I'm 38, 25, 36, and that's not bad. My height, 5'7", and my weight, what's it to ya? I was born in Alexandria, Virginia, and the date, well, that's a secret, and it's part of my mystery. I have many ambitions, and one is to write a mystery novel. What's my favorite wrestling hold? It's the sleeper hold. You gently put someone to sleep. Of course, you could accidentally choke them, but it's worth the risk. What turns me on? Arnold Schwarzenegger turns me on. What really turns me off is waiting in lines. I hate lines. I am a very impatient and impulsive person. My strangest story, well, it happened on a very ordinary day. I was going to the bank to withdraw some money, of course. And I was standing in one of those long lines with a strange-looking fellow in front of me who happened to butt in front. And he happened to hand the teller a little yellow slip of paper. And I noticed it said something like, "Give me all your something." And the teller went ashen white. She looked scared to death. I knew something was up. So my automatic reaction was put him in a sleeper hold, which happened to be my favorite hold anyway. And I guess it was a good reaction because I foiled the bank robbery and I got a $2,000 reward. I was pleased. My happiest moment? Well, I remember that. It's the first time I won a wrestling match. My favorite food? Is all food. And that's why I'm always dieting and exercising. My favorite films are Gone with the Wind, Wizard of Oz, and The Godfather. I love television. My favorite shows are All My Children. I love Erica. She's such a witch. And Married with Children, Oprah Winfrey, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm a very physical person. I love most of all wrestling, gymnastics, and roller skating. My favorite getaway would have to be Mazatlan or Acapulco or some exotic island where our natives wait on me hand and foot. What I like most in a person, someone who can tell a good joke and has a natural sense of humor. My favorite role models would have to be Marilyn Monroe, Kathleen Turner, and Rachel McLeish. My one pet peeve as I can't stand ID cards. It takes away from the mystery. I was raised in a family with 7 brothers. Some people would call me the 8th brother with a woman's body. I had to fight to play hide and seek and football. I guess you could call me a tomboy. My astrological sign is Aries, the greatest, the most creative, and number 1.
Herculette is a stunning beauty and a great wrestler with plenty of heart. Here's her profile.
My name's Herculette. You know how I got that name? Well, I saw the movie Hercules, and Steve Reeves, he starred in it. He was so smooth, so cool, like me. My measurements are 36, 24, 36, and don't you forget it. My weight, I've always used that to my advantage. I'm lucky. It's 125 pounds of pure dynamite. My favorite wrestling hold, there's lots of them, like the wrist lock, the choke. But my favorite's gonna have to probably be the surfboard. It inflicts pain. It's a great submission hold. It wins the match just like that. What turns me on? Intelligent, talented men in tight jeans. Oh, did I mention rich? My turn-offs, there's 3 of them. Cheap people, rust on cars, and Jimmy, my ex-boyfriend. And if you're watching, Jimmy, I still hate you. The strangest story that's ever happened to me has got to be when the smiling ghost of my grandfather, dressed in top hat and tail, smoking a cigar, came to visit my cousin and I. Boy, were we not ready for that one. Well, we ran down to get Mom and Dad. By the time we came back up, Grandpa had disappeared. They didn't believe me, but I still know it's true, and so does my cousin. The happiest moment in my life has gotta be when I bought my new pink Corvette, especially when I traded in my Vega to get it. My favorite food? That's easy. I'm a foodaholic. You know, I eat them all. Jack in the Box, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Burger King. It's what made me what I am today, big and strong. My favorite movies are those that star Tom Cruise, Eddie Murphy, and Robert Redford. My favorite TV show? It's gotta be I Love Lucy. She's so zany. She's the best. My favorite sport? Wrestling, of course. And water skiing. It builds up my legs for wrestling. My favorite musicians are, out of the past, Elvis, into the future, David Lee Roth, forever. My greatest accomplishment was when I received my degree in psychology after 4 years of long, hard studies at Stony Brook University. Life before wrestling was a disaster. I was a tropical fish psychologist. It just didn't work out. My worst job? I'll never forget it. I was a singing cucumber for a vegetable company. Our theme song was, "Let us entertain you." My pet peeve? That's easy. It's gotta be men that pick their nose in traffic. My favorite role model? Hercules, Genghis Khan, and General Patton. My astrological sign is Pisces, the sign of the fish. That must be why I got involved in that disastrous job of being a tropical fish psychologist. My secret fantasy is where I play Jane in a modern remake of Tarzan, where Tarzan and Jane are equal.
Hey, Ron, did you know that the origin of the Indian tie match is actually credited to Western pioneers, not Indians?
Well, of course. A strong 5 to 8 foot leather strap keeps the wrestlers from separating and is sometimes used as a weapon.
How did you know?
The contestants, Mystery and Herculette, are now in the ring. Mystery is in blue and Herculette is in pink. This is going to be a dangerous grudge match. Referee Fishbein is careful in explaining the rules of the Indian tie contest. No face scratching, no hair pulling, and definitely no leg stomping. The girls refuse to shake hands. Herculette delivers a startling kick to Mystery. That certainly woke her up. Now they're pulling each other around the ring. Looks like they're testing one another's strength. See who's the strongest. Mystery drills Hercules' head into the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3, and Hercules escapes. Mystery crashes to the mat, and the girls are going at it. The girls have recovered. They're both now attempting to stand on their feet. And once again, they're resuming their tug of war. Who's the strongest? Let's find out. A leg sweep. A flip. Hercules sure got the wind knocked out of her on that one, as well as Mystery. Ooh, a right to the kisser. That sure got her attention. Knocked her right out of the ring. Now Hercules is pulling Mystery back into the ring. They're squaring off again. And Mystery charges Hercules and jumps her on the back. Ooh, Hercules hurting. It sure must have knocked the wind out of her. Hercules twists and trips Mystery to the mat. She sure turned the tables on Mystery. Mystery's reeling her in. Hercules smashes her into the corner. Now winding her up like a top. And spins her completely out of the ring. Hercules knows how to turn the strap into an awesome, terribly awesome offensive weapon. Now she's dragging Mystery back into the ring. What power! What strength! And they push the referee to the side. They're pulling and twisting, and now they're grappling. Look at those smashes to the head. Hercules is taking some beating. And down she goes. Mystery shows no mercy at all. Looks like Mystery might be yes. Oh! Hercules escapes. When you think you've got him, they've got you. Hercules delivers a knee smash to Mystery. Mystery moves in for the kill. She's finding Hercules' leg. This place is going bananas. Hercules lifting. She's struggling. This might be it. The ref counts her. Yeah, he's counting her out. It's over. Mystery has won. Mystery has won. And she's looking good. Walking around the ring proudly. Hercules gets in one last shove. Oh, that is dirty pool. And sticking out of the tongue. Hercules leaves the ring looking dejected. Mystery looks great as she floats over the win. It's three women weighing approximately 380 pounds versus a sumo wrestler of approximately the same weight.
As a stunt, not counting towards the championship, Hercules, Matt Mary, and Shalima the Barbarian have volunteered to defend the honor of women's wrestling against the sumo known as the Professor of Pain.
Together, they perform the traditional Sumo Warriors Challenge. It's 380 pounds of women against 380 pounds of sumo. Fishbine begins the match. What's this, a huddle? They turn. They advance. They're poking him. They're circling around him, and they're tickling him. He looks totally distracted. I think they've got him. They have got him. He's up against the ropes. They've won. The girls have beaten the sumo. He looks mad. Fishbine raises the winning arm. Oh, look, Mary's sneaking behind him. What's this? They charge. Boy, is he a quick thinker. It just proves that you've got to get up early in the morning to outwit a highly trained wrestler like Mr. Tanaka. Fishbine signals the start. I don't believe my eyes. They're circling and throwing tacks around the sumo's bare feet. He can't stand still. It must be painful. A slight push and he's on the ropes. They win. Will they stop at nothing? The ref raises the women's arms in victory. But wait, Tanaka's furious. Look out, ref. Oh no, there goes Fishbine flying through the air again. I guess the sumo didn't appreciate the call. The tension mounts as Fishbine signals a start. The Barbarian rushes in and is tossed aside. Herculette and the Barbarian together feel the sumo's power. Mad Mary is shrunk back with a swish of his arms. He's tough. He's mean. A punch. A fling. Mary tries a headbutt, but fails. This calls for a new plan. The sumo waits and wonders. Will you look at that? That's great. Herculette has been turned into a battering ram. Feet first. Now, head first. Bam! 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 It's not working. Look at that. He's marching them back to the ropes. For the final win. It's over. It's over. The Professor of Pain has done it again. What a guy. What a wrestler. The ladies feel really dejected. Just look at that victory smile. The ref signals the combat to begin. It's Mad Mary, Shalima, and Herculette. As they group together for the mass attack, they move forward confidently and smash into the Professor of Pain. He recoils. He begins to drive the threesome back slowly to their defeat. He stomps and shoves them into the ropes for the win. The victory goes to Mr. Tanaka, the Professor of Pain, a great sumo. There you have it. The sumo has won. The ladies have lost. But we all had a lot of fun.
I would have had a lot more fun if the women had won, Ron.
It's time for the semifinals. The two winners of the two semifinal matches will vie for the championship. Next, it's Debbie Doberman versus Mystery.
Spin the wheel, Dana. Let's find out what the next wrestling challenge will be.
It's a ring.
This is the first match of the semifinals. Debbie Doberman versus Mystery.
This semifinal match has a 10-minute time limit. If no one wins within 10 minutes, both wrestlers are eliminated. Now entering the ring is Mystery. She looks very poised and confident. Yes, she's strutting her stuff. She's come here to wrestle, but there's something wrong. Oh, she's wincing in pain. Fishbine sees that she has bandages on her arm. It must have hurt. She's reacting to that by shoving her into the ropes. That's no good. No, if her arm is hurting, she's not going to be able to wrestle. We're not used to seeing something like this, where a wrestler comes into the ring with bandages. Oh, she's still threatening Fishbine, grabbing a hold of his collar. She's telling him how it's going to be. And he says, no, an elbow smash to Fishbine's face sends him out of the ring. Debbie Doberman can't believe what she's seeing. Fishbine's back in the ring. He's ordering Mystery out of the ring. She's been disqualified. Telling her to get out. She says, no, I'm not getting out. I want to continue this thing. Says her arm's all right. It apparently isn't. The way she went to pain earlier. He's telling her to get out, and she's telling him she's not. Here she comes back into the ring again. She's coming toward Fishbine. Oh, there she goes. She goes back out of the ring. He's telling her to get out. She doesn't want to leave yet. The banter.
I think that this
And clean.
Well, Now they're doing some name calling. He's telling her to get out. Reluctantly, she's leaving. Sticks her tongue out at Fishbone. She is mad. There's Debbie Doberman. She obviously looks disappointed. Even though she is the winner of this disqualification match, I know that these two women have no love for each other, and they definitely want to go at it and tear each other's head off. Debbie Doberman. Next is the second semifinal match. Whoever wins will be up against Debbie Doberman for the championship match. This match is between Shalima the Barbarian versus Dazzling Dina.
Spin the wheel, Dana. Let's find out what the next wrestling challenge will be.
It's the West.
We all love Debbie Doberman. So here's a special treat with a moment from the comedy, The Champion, featuring Miss Doberman.
Time for my daily arm wrestle. So you're today's victim. Come on, let's go. Remember, no pain, no gain.
You know, I wonder who or what you were in your past lives. A tax collector? Maybe a gladiator. Better yet, an executioner.
All the above. Now, let's try and make this challenging. Come on, John, come on. Come on. Oh, don't get her. What do you think it's going to look? Come on. Come on, John. Come on. Come on. Put her arms.
Don't count your chickens before they're hatched.
You're weakening. Look into my eyes. It's almost over now. Come on, John. It's not embarrassing losing to a superior force. Don't think of it as losing. Think of it as saving your arm.
Okay, your lesson's over.
Okay, we'll go get you a protein shake.
Next is the second semifinal match. Whoever wins will be up against Debbie Doberman for the championship match. This match is between Shalima the Barbarian versus Dazzling Dina. Shalima the Barbarian. She's a real crowd pleaser. Dazzling Dina, who looks terrific in her white tiger print outfit. Fishbone seems to be having his usual problem with the girls. He takes a lot of abuse out there. These girls are really tough. Dazzling Dina begins to call what's this? But look out. Oh, here comes Shalima for a little pregame warm-up. Already they're starting into it. Once again, Fishbone is attempting to restore order and get the match underway. Both girls are up into the ropes in a flash. And keep in mind that in web fighting, you have to fight gravity as well as your opponent, and fatigue sets in very quickly. Shalima strikes a blow to the chest of Dina, which sends her flying back. She's following with another boot. So far, this match seems to be all Shalima. Dina doesn't seem to look as dominant in this match as she did in the first one. She's holding on for dear life. There's some hair pulling going on there. Dazzling Dina continues to fight off the Barbarian's furious assault. The web is continuing to rock, looking very precarious. Fishbone watches closely. He's checking both sides of the web as the battle continues above. It takes a lot of strength to hang on up there, and these girls are using every ounce of it. Dina appears to be swinging to the outside. Shalima's holding on. Looks like she's setting up for a move here. Shalima moves to the inside of the web, which gives her a definite advantage as she can push Dina and loosen her hold on the web. Ooh, an elbow smash. Dina's desperately holding on. Shalima's in the middle of the web, pushing Dina down. Dina's starting to lose her gravity. Shalima is continuing to use her leg on Dina. Shalima's forcing her down further. There's a foot stomp. Yes, she's foot-stomping again, pushing Dazzling Dina down further. It doesn't look good for Dazzling Dina. She's slipping. I think she's got her. Yes, Shalima has got her. But Shalima is the winner. She's delighted. Oh, there's a cheap shot by Dazzling Dina. Referee Fishbein is ordering Dazzling Dina out of the ring. Fishbein raises the winner's hand, and Shalima is one happy wrestler. Let's take a break for a moment with Dazzling Dina in a scene from the comedy The Champion. Dina is always dazzling and sometimes a little dizzy.
As your accountant and financial advisor, I must warn you that traditional wisdom is not to spend everything you take in. An average athlete's commercial life is 8.27 years.
Was that 82 or 87 years?
Oh, no. That's a little more than 8 years.
You're crazy. Oh, I'm considerably older than that already.
No. What I mean is you should start to put some money away for your future.
What are you worried about? I mean, the way I see it is, I make $50,000, and they take $40,000 away, and I spend $10,000, and that's it. And then I make more, and then I spend more. But I don't spend more than I make. Now, that would be foolish. Besides, I have you, a good accountant.
You have to be concerned about your future. Someday, you're going to be too old to be able to pick someone up and slam them down on the mat.
Well, I'm not going to wrestle forever. I'm becoming an actress.
And what happens if this actress business doesn't work out?
Well, then I could marry some lucky accountant who's wise enough to save for the future.
This wheel spin is going to choose the wrestling challenge in the championship match. Dana, give the wheel today's most important spin.
It's no holds barred.
Here it is, the moment we've been waiting for, the championship match. It's NHB, no holds barred, between Debbie Doberman and Shalima the Barbarian.
Debbie Doberman in the pink is 20 pounds heavier and 2 or 3 inches taller than the Barbarian. But Shalima the Barbarian is faster and probably has more endurance.
The belt is on the line.
Who will win? We'll find out.
What's going through their heads? Whoever wins makes wrestling history. Will it be Shalima the Barbarian or Debbie Doberman? The match for the championship is about to begin. Ooh, testing. Shalima slowly removes her top, obviously trying to psych out Debbie. Well, here we go. It's fight time. Shalima dives at Doberman, who easily slips away. The Barbarian, she's mounting the ropes. Debbie Doberman pays the Barbarian a visit. They're choking each other, mangling, mauling one another. Now Doberman is carrying Shalima across the ring and smashes her head with authority into the turnbuckle. Shalima falls down. Debbie delivers a murderous kick to the back. Shalima's hung up in the ropes. Debbie twists. She's snapping her arm. She steps back and kicks her once again. The ref separates them. The Barbarian is showing tremendous heart. Look at this. Look, the Barbarian pulls off a scissor slip. Amazing. Uh-oh. She's got Doberman angry now. They're squaring off. Wham! A flying drop kick. An elbow to the back. The Barbarian doesn't give up. The Barbarian grabs Doberman and throws her to the mat with a hip toss. Drives her knee into Debbie's face. Debbie's in pain. She's rolling on the mat. Debbie twists free. Just look at that face. The ref regains control of the match. Shalima, she's fired up in the corner. She's ready to come out. The Doberman is waiting. A big hip toss to the mat. Shalima grabs Doberman from behind. She's trying for a bear hug. Nope, Debbie kicks out. Shalima flies out of the ring. Look at that. She's outside of the ring. Now she's beginning to taunt Debbie. But Debbie will have none of that. Showing no reaction. Fishbein begins to count her out. What could she be thinking of? The Barbarian now is back in the ring. She's setting up. She dives low. Grabs Debbie and flips her hard over her back onto the mat. Debbie smashes her, plants her face into the mat, and delivers a crushing elbow smash to her back. The Barbarian appears to be groggy. Looks like Debbie's setting her up for a big move. Oh no, it's the famous Killer Cradle. This one's a backbreaker. It's over. It's over. She's gone. We have a new champion. Listen to the crowd. They know their winner, the new champion, Debbie Doberman. Debbie Doberman, the new women's wrestling champion. The new champion, Debbie Doberman.
Yeah, Deb, all right. Here she comes. Yeah. Hey, it's my great pleasure to award the women's wrestling championship title to Debbie Doberman. I hope this belt brings as much happiness as it brought me. Yeah.
Yo, Ma!
I did it. She did it.
I really did it.
She really did it.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I have to go and live up to this award and be a role model.
Well, I'm glad you followed my advice, Debbie, but I gotta tell you one more thing.
What? Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Fan letters to the women wrestlers should be addressed to Women's Wrestling Championship, 3540 West Sahara Avenue, Suite number 25, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89102.
Be shaking in his lingerie.